Bell sounds. The fact that his brothers lost tonight, this is the first big test of his professional career. How does he cope with that? And then how does he deal with what's in front of him in the ring?
I agree. He's got to block that defeat out, hasn't he? And look, what a start!
What a start! Inside the opening 15 seconds, Marcel Boda crumbles to the canvas, legs all over the place. He's a knockout machine as a junior amateur. It's the first time he's ever fought anybody older than 17, and he's absolutely blown away, the man from the Czech Republic. He is tonight looking for another early night against this inexperienced Argentine, Ramon Ibarra. I would advise you not to take your eyes off him.
Very explosive, isn't he, Itauma? Very well skilled, great amateur pedigree. And straight away on that front foot. And oh, what a shot!
There he goes. First meaningful punch of the fight, and Ramon Ibarra is flat on his back, on the canvas, and it looks as though he's about to be counted out. Okay. As an amateur, he won super heavyweight gold at the World Youth Championships with destructive power, and he has his sights set on the very top of the profession. Would love to be the youngest ever world heavyweight champion. To do that, he's got to keep winning and winning well, and after a couple of distance victories in the last couple of fights, he's back in there tonight and looking for a knockout against Amin Boussetta, who was born in Morocco, but these days he fights out of Belgium. Destructive power in both hands, the teenager from Chatham. 4-0 as a professional, 5th time we've seen him in the ring this year. Oh, left uppercut! Brilliant shot, through the guard, onto the chin, down went Boussetta.
Climb up. Do that backhand straight downstairs. Square onto it. Push.
Soften him up. Keep going up and down. Keep going up and down.
Won it in one. Carl said it earlier. And he's going for it. Thunderous left hand. And down goes the American. Ipsy McCain. Can the Australian recover? He's trying to get his stance back. But Itauma. Oh, that's it.
And there it is. We just seen a few clips. That's what they call in the future next Mike Tyson, the guy that can dethrone Alexander Usyk. 11 fights, 11 pushovers, 11 guys who look like they didn't want to be there. We just seen few of them. 2 of them didn't even want to punch. No danger, no pushback, no proof Moses Itauma ready for anything real. Let's be honest. Those weren't fights. They were paid walkovers. Everyone he's fought has been handpicked to fall over quick and make him look like a monster. And now he's fighting Dillian Whyte. Looks to me like Dillian's just been served up to keep the hype train moving and set up a title shot against Joe Parker. Moses might be good. I'm not disputing that. Yes, he is good. But right now, all I see is careful matchmaking and zero risks. The real test, that hasn't started yet. So let's have a look at his next fight. Moses Itauma versus Dillian Whyte, and analyze it and see where Moses stands. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. Before I say anything, I'd like to make it clear. I have nothing against Moses Itauma. I personally think he's a good boxer. And as a good boxer, I have respect for him. But here on this channel, I say it as I see it. No sugarcoating. And I will explain why Moses needs to face few decent opponents and to beat them before you could call him a future world champion. Or compare him to Mike Tyson. Let alone being able to beat Usyk after beating no hoppers. So let's have a look at his next fight, August 16, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This fight right here is the biggest test of Moses Itauma's career so far. Well, that's what they think. Moses Itauma versus Dillian Whyte. Now, I watched this closely and I got to say, there's something off about this fight. It smells like a setup. A fight made to make Moses look good. And that doesn't mean Moses can't box. He's young, strong, with power and speed. But most of his opponents so far, let's be real, they've been soft. Some were out of shape. Some just showed up to get paid. The others went down quick like Marcel Boud. who barely threw a punch, yet the commentators were acting like Moses was already a world champion. That's hype, not reality. Look at his ranking. He's top 3 in WBO and WBA, but nowhere to be seen in IBF or WBC. That's not a coincidence. WBO and WBA have easier paths. It's clear Moses is slipping through a softer division to get a shot at a title. And why isn't he fighting the tough guys, Hergovic, Kabayel, Bakol, Efe Ajekba, Hunter, or even Joshua? Because they're not safe. These guys will test Moses hard, not just stand there and take punches to boost his record. Instead, he's fighting Dillian Whyte, the guy past his prime, looking for a payday, and no longer a real threat to the top. Let's talk about Joshua for a second, because Moses is going the same path as Joshua, built up with easy fights, up like crazy. But when he met real challenges, Usyk beat him twice, and Daniel Dubois demolished him. Heck, even Andy Ruiz, the fat boxer, beat him. Most of the so-called boxing experts talking about Moses, they never fought around, never been in the ring. They're just repeating what promoters want them to say, or just saying it to get clickbait. They can't tell real from fake, and they're selling you an illusion. Now Usyk is expected to vacate the WBO title. That opens the door for Moses to fight Joseph Parker for it. Why? Why Parker? Because the money man backing Moses wants an easy road for him. Parker is not interested to them. If they wanted Usyk versus Parker, it will have happened already. The public wants it, but the money man doesn't. So they're setting Moses up to demolish Dillian Whyte and then climb the ladder by beating Parker. And I wouldn't be surprised if it does. Now let's get to Whyte. He's 37. Had his share of wars, fought top guys like Fury, Parker, Rivas, and Joshua. He's orthodox with a big left hook and a heavy overhand right. He likes to cut off the ring and pound the body, but he's slower now. His footwork and reflexes aren't what they used to be. And he struggles against fighters who move like Moses does. Here is the real question. Can Whyte last the distance, or will he gas out trying to catch Moses? Moses has never gone past round 6. He needs to finish Whyte before then. If Moses tires and Whyte keeps pressurizing, this fight could turn out ugly for Moses. But if Moses keeps his stamina, stays calm, and picks his shots, he can take Whyte apart. My call, Moses wins by TKO before round 6, or the ref stops it. He'll frustrate Whyte, use his speed and pick him apart and finish it when Whyte slows down. If Whyte hangs on past round 6 and Moses starts to fade, then Whyte could turn it around, but I can't see it happening. But here is the cold hard truth. Whyte is done. He never reached elite level, and he knows it. He's in this for the payday, not the glory. This is Arab money pushing Moses to look like the next big thing. Whyte is happy to play along for the right price. So this fight is a test of Moses' stamina, his heart, and the hype surrounding him. If he wins clean, he's on his way to the big time. If he loses, it's a long, hard road back. So what do you think, folks? Leave your comments below, and see you next time. Ciao.